Alrighty, hello Beavers. We are back with more Overwatch today. This is going to be NECC, Buena Vista Gold versus Mizzou Club Siberian. And it looks like for map 1, it is going to be Samoa with a BVU ban of Sojourn. And we are waiting on the Mizzou ban next, and then we will be able to get into the game. For our lineups, we have got Serial Uwu, Guest 7, DeRaptor, Backslap, and Prologue GM. And then for Mizzou, we've got Bean Boy, Reason, Stone, Owen, and Orb. But yeah, really looking forward to our stream tonight. Looking forward to seeing how these games go. And I will be right back with y'all once we get their second ban and once we get into the game. Alrighty, they are readied up, and Mizzou did get their ban in, and it was on Kiriko. And here it is. We've got the Raptors ball emoting. Gotta dance on their spawn doors, obviously.
Peace be upon you. Give yourself to the rhythm.
We've actually got a couple people dancing.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Getting into it here. Got DeRaptor going on the Zarya to start. Serial Uwu and Guest 7 on Cassidy and Reaper. Backslap and Prologue being on Moira and Brigitte.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective. Ready to rumble. What is it?
So Norwalk, we see that they are on a Doomfist on this right side with a support up on the high left. Starting a walk up onto their team. See our Reaper coming up onto the side on this Doomfist. See the Raptor taking a lot of damage here. And everything put into him by Backslap. And unfortunately, they do go down, so that is first pick here. And Prologue going shortly after with Backslap getting Owen, but Stone trading that out. So that is going to be the flip point. 22% from when we capped, and it was flipped to theirs now at 10. Walking down this main and denying that Doomfist a charge punch. Reaper TPing in back, getting bubbed. That bub is popped, so he does have to Wraith out. Prologue holding far up, pops that ult. They are grabbed, but that that beat does go out, along with their second support ult, nanoing their Doomfist, who pops their ult, does come down, gets flashbanged by our Serial. Serial, who has now built ult, gets the pick on Orb. And Prologue does bring down their Doomfist. We unfortunately do have one of our Beavers going down to a headshot from their Hanzo. But their Doomfist uses both abilities in and does go down. We are getting close to both DBS ults. We saw the start of a TP. I'm assuming that was, if they had the charge, they would have TP'd and looked for an ult there. And we do see that bubbed ult getting them 3. And unfortunately, Prologue just barely can't get that Lucio. But Serial Wu cleans it up. And we still do have essentially 4 ults here. And we do see one going down here and in at 99%. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't just see every single thing getting popped immediately. But that is first point going to our Beavers.
Ready for battle.
I'm here to support you, but you have to put in the work. Hi. Hello. Greetings. Привет.
Yet another stretch of cloudless skies and idyllic ocean views. Wonderful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Hold the advantage. Shall we keep it?
See our Reaper going on a bit of a flank here. TPing to below them. Is getting looked at by their Cass and Haz off the Doomfist now onto a Hazard. We do also see them going onto a Wu Yang now, who is quickly brought down by Serial, getting another on their Cassidy and another on their Lucio. And so that is a TK for the first capped point. So that's going to allow us to start building up percentage before their next attack. We bubble that Reap, who's going in, getting aggressive with it, and able to Wraith out. An attempted wall on them, but it did not get placed quite right. We do see that Reaper TP back. See, Prologue in a heated battle with their tank does get bubbled. That saves their lives, allows them to pop that ult, which they use to secure the kill on their Hazard, as well as somehow not hitting that on Beanboy. Kind of seemed like he kind of phased through him, but running at the Reap, who does TP out. We have 2 here, getting close to 2 more. We do see their Reaper ulting. Doesn't find any of us, but we do bring them down along with their tank, who is swapped to Reinhardt. Beanboy does bring down Serial. Ooh, so that is our their cast for our cast. We do now have Grav, Reap, and Moira now. And at 90%, they're going to have to make something happen, and we have enough ults to shut them down. And we do see that ult going out, catching 3. Their Cassidy ulted brings one of us down, the other one going down to pure damage from the Cass. We do take their tank down from our Moira, but unfortunately that is flipped point. And we did use our 3 there. And they now have 2 for our 1. But 99% is a good place to be. That is one. It is a single 1 team fight wins the mat. Well, wins the point, which would win the map because it would be their second. And it is shut down by our Brig Shield. So that is going to get nothing from their Reinhardt ult. We do see their Cassidy going down. Our Zarya is able to get out of that, but unfortunately, they're just in a really bad spot there. Bringing down Owen, but unfortunately, Guess 7 does go down to Orb. As well as Reason bringing down Serial. We see a switch from the Zar to a Ramatra here from the Raptor. As well as a swap to a Ana off of the Brigitte. Same DPS lineup, which makes sense. They're doing good work there. Unfortunately, we're pushed into a bad spot there, and their Reaper does ult, which our tank does go down to. And Silver Bullet, unfortunately, is the death of Guess 7. See a ball swap to get on, just to try and touch Force Point. He's there to try and stall, to try and touch. Unfortunately, we do go down, and that is going to be point going to Mizzou. So now 1-1 going on to tiebreaker map 3. Or tiebreaker point 3 for map 1.
Ready for battle.
Setting my equalizer to absolute destruction. Clear skies. I'll change that.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
See a couple swap ups from our Beavers here, now going for a Hazard and a Venture with Wu Yang Ana.
All comes down to this.
The Raptor does go down to start. Unfortunate first pick for our Beavers. Do see a swap to a Orisa from the Raptor here. Just try and do something about their Reinhardt, I'm assuming. A good pin on their Lucio, with, but unfortunately they do get out. They get the pick on their other support, though. And we do see Bean Boy and Orb both going down. So that is their Cassidy and Lucio out of the fight. Starting to hold up on this door. Serial getting chased hard by that Reinhardt, who's just getting enabled by their Lucio. Guess 7 making the good choice not going to the 1x1 with a Junkrat. And we do see there Moira ulting as well as Tyre going out. Tyre does get one of our supports, but we bring down the Junkrat with our Orisa ult. Their Cassidy is ulting, but is shut down by the Raptor. And not even with a spear, just killed. We see they are starting to walk up onto this height. Reinhardt charging down, gets slept and speared, but unfortunately, we are being brought down, shredded by a Symmetra. A good anti there, but we can't really capitalize on it. And unfortunately, that is us going down. We do have a ult from both of our DPS as well as our Nano, and we have swapped over to a Junker Queen off of the horse. Our queen is nanoed, but unfortunately that Lucio beat does come out, which prevents us from getting the picks when we needed them. And that anti is going to be devastating for our queen. And Serial did pop ult, but unfortunately didn't find anybody with it. Backslot brought down by Orb. It is traded out by Guest 7, who has ult, but unfortunately doesn't have any utils right now. Is able to live with help from Prologue. Good anti there, and we see Guest 7 popping that ult. Unfortunately, that Ryan shield is going to be not very nice for that Venture ult, but it's all good. We have gotten it to 99, so it is now in overtime. Their Reinhardt is nanoed, and he does have ult. We are shattered, but they are stunned as well. And an ult there from our queen dies to that tick. And a very well-timed Wraith to get out of that knife, but it doesn't matter because that is map 1 going to our Beavers.
Play of the game.
See a play of the game here from their Doom. But yeah, that is going to be map 1 going to our Beavers. And I will be right back when we are getting into map 2. And I'll let you know what the bans are, what the map pick is. And it we'll be right back. Alrighty. We have got the map pick. It is going to be Suravasa. BVU banned the Lucio, and Mizzou has banned Zarya. We also have a couple swap ups. We now have Weebu up on the DPS roster, subbed out for guest 7. Or subbed in for guest 7. And then they have got Stone and Reason swapping places. Stone now going to DPS and Reason going to tank. Looks like they are readying up, and we're going to be getting into the game here in just a second.
Traveling to Suravasa.
Our ball is just trying to do ball stuff, bro. He's just trying to emote in your spawn. Why are you shooting at him? That's really uncool, actually. Really don't appreciate that. Kicks 3K in the chat saying we got big enough to get view bots and art scammers. We are going places. Yep. Try not to acknowledge them. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, you know, just a caster, delete, like, ban bots. So I try to just not acknowledge them. If I am allowed to ban them, then I absolutely will in the future. Because I don't like them. We have got the Raptor on Queen now. Weewu on the Genji. Serial on the Reaper. Backslap on the Wu Yang, and Prologue on the Kiriko. Now that they are able to play Kiriko again. Looks like it's going to be a Queen match here. Three of our beavers do go down. There is a fourth. It is down to just Siriu, who is trying to get out, and I think that they do. They do successfully get out, but unfortunately that is going to allow them to get first cap. However, we are all back fairly quickly, so we are likely going to be able to get the flip. But unfortunately, Reason does bring Weebu down. So that is one of our DPS down. Prologue getting really low. Backslap trying to heal that up. Using that wave to heal both tank and other support. But unfortunately, Raptor does go down. Reason also bringing down our Wu Yang. Siriu being pressured out by that Brigida. One of our DPS does go down to start with their Sojourn bringing down our Genji. We do see a TP up, but everyone was waiting there, ready for it. Stone bringing us down on the Venture, and that is first point going to them. We're just going to have to go next. We have swapped onto a Cassidy now, but with them having 5 ults, they don't have 5 ults anymore because they just used 1 and it got Ajaxed. Serial does go down, but so do 3 of them. Our Beavers have not used one of our ults so far. They have only used 1, but it didn't even happen because it was shut down before it could pop. Good stuff there. And we do see Weeaboo getting 2 there. Pick on their Venture, and then shortly after their Brigida. And we do see a huge 5-man purple. And that is going to allow us to bring 4 of them down, and the 5th shortly after. And they're not going to have time to touch, so that is going to be second point going to the Beavers. 1-1.
Next flashpoint, Palace.
Our Reaper forced into Wraith. And our Kitsune does go out. It is matched with a support ult from them with a Moira ult. Forgot her name for a second. Weebu popping theirs, getting one. Serial popping theirs, getting one as well. So that was 3 ults from our Beavers there for 1 on their side. But it did secure us cap. We do see their Brig ulting, Reason bringing down one of our Beavers here. And we used our Suzu, and so they popped their Queen ult, but we used ours. Ours got more. It is down to just 2 of our Beavers here. I really don't know how that axe didn't hit, but unfortunately, we did go down, so that is going to be flip. We see we are walking up onto this side. We see the Wu Yang ult go out. Unfortunately, we can't find the stuns with it because of that Brig shield. And their Venture is ulting, finds one of us. Backslap getting an exit pick, but unfortunately they do go down. And that is a TK. We really only have time for one more fight here. And we're walking on. They're holding on that height. Weebu is ulting this, which forces them off, allowing us to get the cap. Doesn't matter that we didn't get a pick there because it forced them into a bad spot. Got us the cap. We do see our Kitsune did go out. Weebu getting a pick on Owen, but they are brought down by Reason. Orb goes down to our Queen. And unfortunately, our Queen does go down. So that is going to be the point for them. Getting to 1-2. And in best of 5 for Flashpoint, if we lose this next game, or not this next game, this next point, then they win the map. And if we win this next point, then we have to go on to a tiebreaker. And we do see our Queen ulting this. Big antes, but can we deal the damage? Ooh, 2 going down, 3 going down. See, they're taking it a little bit slow here, bringing us to 50 before they get back. And they do pop that Brig ult. And we pop our Cass. Unfortunately, we are stunned out of it, but Silver Bullet. Weeboo brings them down. Prologue getting one. And it looks like this is going to be our point, bringing us to 5th point map breaker, or tiebreaker. And we are going to be farther than they are. Yes, their Venture's already getting there, setting up, so they're going to be set up on point before we can get there. Fully mom chat saying roll beeves. Absolutely. We love to see it. We did see our ult going out there, getting a good pick on one of their supports, but unfortunately one of our supports does go down along with one of our DPS. Both of our supports are down and they have a support ult going out, and with us going down, that is going to be point for initial cap for Mizzou. Alrighty. Well, I was just, apologies to Overwatch, but I was just ignoring the bot. But I'm gonna have to ban them now that they're trying to send links. Unfortunately, that was a lost team fight for our Beavers, with 2 of us popping our ults, and I believe that they popped their queen. %99 for them. It's now getting into overtime on the tiebreaker map. Unfortunately, we do go down. We are down 2 in this. And with that ult going out from them, that is going to be the map going to Mizzou. And it's going to be brought to 1-1. The play of the game from their queen here. So, bit of an unfortunate map. We did bring it to match point. Brought it to the tiebreaker, but unfortunately that is map going to Mizzou. So we are going to be going to map 3 next, 1-1. Alrighty, we're going to be getting into the game here soon. Looks like we're reading up. Going to be Esperanza picked. The swaps that happened last game are swapped back this game. So Stone's back on tank, Reason back on DPS. Guest 7 is back in on the DPS roster, and Serial is brought out. The bans are also Hazard banned from Mizzou and a Reaper ban from BVU. Hopefully they let him emote. He's trying to tell him no. He's trying to tell him no, but they won't listen. Ooh, friggin' voice crack there. They won't listen.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like there's actually a pretty similar 3 of the same heroes from both sides. Oh, it looks like Director was actually getting a phone call before game. Hopefully everything's going okay. That looks like an important phone call. But I'm sure you got everything cleared up.
I draw the lovers. Something tempting you? ¿Qué tal?
We see a monkey hack there. And we are looking at their Juno. Juno does go down. Our Genji is low, but their Genji is now hacked. The guest is brought low by the Genji, but our Genji comes to support and clean things up. And our Genji does manage to get the pick on their Sojourn. It was close, but we did manage to get it. Reason has swapped off of the Genji and onto the Junkrat. They're scared. They're scared of the Genji. See, the Junkrat is sort of spamming down that edge, or up that stairwell, and we are hacking their Mega. We do see their monkey is brought low and brought down by Guess Evan. We clear out that trap, and we are looking for a straight, and we do see that straight, and we pop that ult down. We can get aggressive with it, and we do bring down their Soj. Unfortunately, our Sombra goes down. But we do manage to TP in to save our Winston. And unfortunately, Stone brings Weebu down right before they could have gotten healed up. They have swapped over to a Queen off of the Monkey match.
What's up?
Greetings. We do hear their tire going out. It does find Guest 7, brings our Sombra down. Our monkey is ulting here, looking to juggle some of these squishies, but they are brought down by the Kiriko. Our Kiriko does bring down their monkey, though, so that is a Kiriko bringing down a monkey.
And what did we learn? I'm on fire! Damn it. You take a lot of damage, huh?
Guest 7 bringing down an orb.
Catch you later. Forward spawn activated.
Guys over.
We have swapped to a Lucio now. They have tossed their ult down. Reason brought down off of the Junkrat and onto a Hanzo. Now they are brought down by our Sombra. Sombra using that EMP. They do get it back to half.
They're pushing. Let's push
And Reason has swapped now onto Mei.
Did I scare you? Let the keep Oh my.
And we were just looking at this fight here. Unfortunately, we do go down. They are very low, but unfortunately, they do go down. We do hit the fadeaway on their Cassidy, so they do go down. We're trying to body block their Mei, who does go down. They can't get out. Owen brought low and taken down by Prologue on the Lucio, who is bubbed and allows them to get the pick on that Cassidy, and is just the Queen here, and they are brought down. Kicks 3K in chat. Dang, the Genji div go crazy, roll beeves. That's the kind of energy that we love to see here. Didn't just make him swap, made him swap multiple times. And the Cassidy tries to ult it, is shut down by Weebu Hippo. Getting another on orb there. And the Queen goes down as well.
Greetings. Forward spawn activated.
See, our Genji has got a blade here. And we do see the EMP blade go out, bringing 2 down, getting a 3rd, and 4. And we are just waiting for that Mei, who, in waiting, staggered themselves. If they had just gotten out of cryo and died fast, they could have gotten back with their team a little bit quicker. But with their spawn being that close to the bot, stagger wasn't too bad. We see a Juno all by their lonesome, bring them low, and they die to Weebu Hippo, who cleans it up for them. Unfortunately, we do go down to their Mei. Funny headshot character. We're building charge really fast on our ult. And with it with us having it now, we boost up over the wall. And there Kiriko uses Suzu and TP. And a well-timed projectile there. I don't know what it's actually called, or alt fire. Or like the Zarya alt fire. Prologue does go down. See a great Suzu there preventing our stun from the Reinhardt, but unfortunately we do go down anyway. And our Genji does go down. We see a swap onto the Monkey. Off of the Czar. They have got 4, and we have only got 1 close to 2. And I mean, with how fast you can build EMP, it could be 3. And the Raptors just shredded, turned to mincemeat. Unfortunately. And backslap does go down.
30 seconds.
So that was a lost fight, but we have got our Beavers still have the lead, and there's only 10 seconds left before it begins the OT clock. EMP begun, and I think it gets Ajax. We do say Blizz go out, and a big blade that I didn't hear the voice line for at all, so I couldn't see them popping it. Owen bringing them down, but backslap trades both of them out. And for a team kill in OT, that is a win from our Beavers on map 2. Or map 3. So this is match point for our Beavers here. Now I wonder, which blade is this going to be? Hopefully it's the second one that I had missed so that we can actually see it on stream. Unfortunately, it's not the one that we missed. And then, unfortunately, it cut off at the end there, but we were just standing, staring, waiting for the May. But, yeah, that is going to be map 3 going to our Beavers now. 2-1 going into map 4. This is going to be match point for our Beavers. If we win this, then we win the night. If we lose this, we're going on to a map 5 tiebreaker. This has been a close game so far, folks. Stick around. Alrighty, we are now getting into the game.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Hi. Hey there. Greetings.
Oh, we just barely started the emote. But yeah, we see a couple swaps in. Serial Ooh brought in for Weebu Hippo, and Stone and Reason swapped again, I believe. Yes, indeed. Stone now on DPS, Reason now on tank. They have banned. We have banned the Venture, and they have banned the Sigma, and they have picked Junkertown. Junkertown.
Kids can surprise you.
Then I better not be disappointed.
Kids also disappoint you.
These junkers do not care for bots. The sentiment is mutual.
It's not my job to get you back alive, but stay close to me, and we might manage it anyway.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the killing.
See, we are starting out with a Horse Soldier, Ash, along with a Kiriko and a Ana. And we do get a good spear on their Reaper, who is low and brought down by the Raptor.
Someone stop that payload!
See, they are trying to walk up to our height, but our Orisa is stopping them, telling them no. Starting to rotate back on the back stair. Force two of them off of the bridge, pinning their queen, getting them very low. We do see Stone bringing Prologue down. We are down a support in this, but they are down a DPS. And then Orb does bring down Guest. Cedar Raptor popping that ult. I didn't hear the voice line. Unfortunately, we do go down in that. So unless we can get back very quickly, they're going to get a point. And unfortunately with that boop, we just barely don't manage to touch. We are brought down by their Reason. Stone getting a pick on our other DPS Prologue, bringing down their tank though. The Raptor is low here, pushing their Sojourn back. Their Reaper does get our Ana. The Reaper doesn't have his fade, but unfortunately we just barely can't get him. And our Kiriko tries to TP in, but they are not able to save them. Guess 7 does pop that ult, brings one down, is brought down themselves. Reason getting the pick on them there. Serial Uwu now on the Freya, bringing their tank down. They have 5 ults now. Our Beavers having 3, close to 4. With how gosh darn fast we can build a Freya. We do hear our Kiriko popping that ult. As well as our Orisa getting a pick on their one of their supports. On their Lucio specifically, and we do see us cleaning up the rest of their team there for ATK. Unfortunately, they are slowed by that field, and that allows them to get the their Soj to get the pick. Prologue getting a pick on their soldier or on their Reaper there, and caught in a bad spot, pulled back into the damage boost. The Raptors brought down. We do have Bola now. Unfortunately, 2 of us are caught in that. They do go down to Reason. And Stone getting a pick on our Gas 7.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
And we look to push them off, but just barely they managed to stay up. We see we're looking for their Reaper. We're looking for them hard. And they do go down. Just barely don't hit that that ante there. We do see their Orisa, our Orisa ulting. And Guest getting a pick on their Lucio, with Prologue getting it 2 on their tank and other support.
Stand up straight.
Serial Uwu shutting down their Reaper ult. Reason does bring our Serial Uwu down, though. Their Lucio did beat, giving them a lot of overhealth. And unfortunately, that is going to lead to Backslap going down. The Raptor is alive, but alone, far in their back. We get Mega. And their Queen is low. It's close to the end, but there's only 35 seconds left. Guess 7 getting a pick on Bean Boy. Unfortunately, our Ana does go down before they're able to toss the toss their ult down.
10 seconds remaining.
And we can't get on fast enough, unfortunately.
Score 0.
We just barely weren't able to get the nano out.
Initiating match. battle.
See a pretty similar lineup to our defense on our offense from our Beavers here.
You remind me of myself when I was younger.
That a compliment?
You be the judge.
Okay. Thanks for the compliment. Hey there.
It is time.
The Raptor
someone
wants to
clean
open the
up
door,
this
but
lawless wasteland.
nobody's down there with him. This is so sad. Jack, can we get 5 kids?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The only difference now between our last, between our defense and our offense is Siriu now on the Cassidy instead of the Freya. Backslap getting a pick, trading out for Serial's death. Orb does get the res, but Backslap gets the pick on their support.
Draw strength from nature.
My mic has been muted for almost an entire minute. We have got Backslap just walking with our tank up through this main, pushing on. We do see a good pick on their Sojourn here. And close on their Kiriko. We do get the pick there, or on their Juno, I mean. And Juno manages to escape. Juno eludes us. And we are probably going to be able to get on. Their Soj does touch, but that was the only person, and that is going to be a big stagger now, allowing us to push into point. Guess does go down to their queen, but Serial trades it out, and that is that's a good trade in my book. The Raptor bringing down one of their supports as well. Their Juno going down. We do see, and we are pinging their Reap. Guess bringing down Orb. Stone taking Sirilu down. We see their Reaper TPing. An unfortunate time for him to TP with Guess bringing the visor up, getting those aim hacks. Check this guy's PC. Guess bringing down a Bean Boy. And we are going to be able to push it to next checkpoint. So a really good checkpoint there. Ooh, just barely missing the spear on them, but it doesn't matter because they are cleaned up by Guest, who is brought off the height. We do have two here. We have Cash and Arista. Reason getting 2 there. Bean Boy getting 1. Stone getting another. It is down to Prologue coming back from spawn.
What's the hold up? Get that thing moving.
What's up?
Hello.
Hold it.
We do push their Reap off height. Barely missed that Soj, but doesn't matter. We do see a TP and a Wraith from their Reaper. They try to ult there, shut down by Backslap.
My gift to you.
We do get their Kiriko, and we are running down below looking for their Moira and Queen. Moira uses Fade, tries to get out. Prologue says no, brings them down. Our cast does go down to their Reap, but their Reap doesn't have Wraith. He is speared into the payload, goes down. Guess 7 getting a pick on him there. We do see our Kiriko ult going out. We see a Soj as well. Soj is shut down by our tank ult. Their tank is slept and brought down by Backslap. Backslap getting a triple to end it there.
Complete. Score 3-3.
So it is now 3-3. BVU does have more time, though.
Initiating match.
See a little bit of joking in chat. Owen saying GG, but, you know, they forgot that it was, they still have the OT, the tiebreaker for when both teams full push. And the reason their tank's saying banning for BM, which is honestly deserved, honestly. I mean, how dare you? How dare you accidentally say GG? Pretty unacceptable. BVU is going to be starting defense. They have got 1 minute to try and push it as far as they can.
Perfect 37 degrees Celsius.
You got me there.
Hi.
Greetings.
Making a coward run is no challenge.
We could have used you in the old days. Hello.
5,
Hey.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Take action.
Stop the payload.
See a attempted sim bomb onto our height. We do push one of them down. It is the only 2. Their tank and Lucio up on this height now. See their Juno does get up but drops down. We see a bit of a car wash set up on that corner. And they do have a Widowmaker. Our Beavers have not fallen to that Widow as of now. We push some folks off of that height. We see a big beam going onto our Raptor here, brought low. We do go and get that Mega. We're looking at this Symmetra, who's just devastating our tank here. Reason getting 2 with a pick on Guess 7 and a Raptor, getting a 3rd on Serial.
A constructive use of speed.
Физкульт, привет.
Hello.
The payload has reached.
They have now reached first checkpoint, so that is going to be the minimum amount that we have to do next round in order to win this. It is overtime, so a single 1 team fight will get us the win. Or well, not the win, but in the round, and we're moving on to the next round. We do bring the support down along with one of their DPS. Rotating around, we do see a pick on their Widowmaker. Goodness gracious, can't talk. do see a Sim ult from a mile off. It is just 3 on point now. Zarya does go down. And we're not going to be able to stop them from capping that point. Still OT. We have got one ult now, close to 2. We popped our soldier ult. Their June ult does go out. We do get a pick on their Symmetra. And we toss Grav down. We do see that baits out the Lucio beat. Our tank does go down, but our soldier is ulting up on this height. And with just this Lucio left, that is going to be the round. 3-5. Going on to round 4 in map 4.
3-5. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Been a close game tonight, folks.
Ready for battle.
See a bit of a switch up on our Beaver side. Now going for a Pharah from Serial.
Whatever you are.
Watch our flanks. They might try something.
Superior firepower's good, but superior brain power's better.
Looks like Serial's going to be getting off of the Pharah, getting onto a Sojourn, and Raptor's going back onto the Czar.
Under my protection.
Guess does get a good pick on one of their DPS, their Ashe. See a bubble to reap up in that window. Trish forcing him back. The TP up again. Pushed down. They have got their tank on. Gonna be TPing up onto their height, dropping back down for the Queen. And we do secure first point with 1:30.
I'm with you.
So we've got a minute 30 and infinite overtime until we either all die and lose control of point, or we push it all the way past that little yellow dot on your screen there.
60 seconds remaining.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
See a Kitsune go out up here, getting a good pick on their Ashe. Serial getting one on their other support. And still, without dipping into our overtime, we have gotten to the next point. And Guest does bring down their Symmetra. We pop ult here. Unfortunately, we do go down to the Queen. I mean, technically, he killed himself with his Helix, but we do go down to the Queen. We have got our other DPS ult. We've got our Reaper. They have popped their Sim ult. And they are booped by... actually, I have no idea what sent them flying that far forward so quickly, but they get a big ult there. And we're going to be able to push it in. And that is going to be map 4.3 going to BVU, and that is going to be the night. That is a win for our Beavers. See another Queen play of the game here. Guess dying from a tick damage in the reload. But yeah, that's going to be the night. I forgot that when I switch, it automatically mutes. That is going to be the night, everybody. I hope that you all had a good time watching it. I had a good time watching that game from All Spec. But yeah, a great night for our Beavers here. We did lose one map, but we secured the win. That is going to be it for us tonight. And we will be back next week for Monday, Tuesday Valorant to start.